We respectfully request the Sangha great virtues for the sake of this assembly and all living beings. Please turn the wonderful Dharma wheel to teach and guide us how to end birth and death, leave suffering and attain bliss, and quickly realize non-birth. Cung thính đại đức tặng thịnh, vì thứ pháp hội cập nhật thiết chúng sanh, thịnh chuyên diệu pháp luân giao đạo ngã mùng, như há liêu sanh thoát tư ly khổ đạc lạc, tốc chứng vô sanh. Homage to the Blessed, Noble, and Perfectly Enlightened One. Nam mô Sa Đan Thô Su Chế Đô Ye Ở La Hờ Đi Sam Mèo San Pu Tô Xie. Nam mô Tát Tát Tha Tô Già Đa Già A La Ha Đế Tam Miệu Tam Bồ Đà Tọa. The unsurpassed, profound, subtle, and wonderful Dharma in 100,000 million aeons is difficult to encounter. Now that I'm able to see and hear, I will receive and maintain it. I vow to fathom the thus come one's true and actual doctrines. Wu sheng 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 wei miao fa bai qian wan jie nan zao yu, wo jin jian wen de shou qu, yuan jie ru lai chen shi yi. O Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Great Master Sutra, Great Master YongHua, all good monks and nuns, and all good knowing advisors, Emitofuo. 诸佛菩萨、智者大士、师父上人、各位出家人、各位善知识，弥陀佛。Chư Phật Bồ Tát, kính thưa trí giả đại sư, thiện thiện hoa, quý thầy cô Phật, quý vị thiện tri thức A Di Đà Phật. Hello everyone, today is the 14th of March 2026. Thank you for joining our discussion of the Vimalakirti Sutra. We're on slide 746. It talks about the Pure Land right now. It talks about explaining how the Pure Land was formed, meaning that the Bodhisattva, in his Bodhisattva practice, he practices various Dharma doors. And that's what helped him create his own Buddha land. So when he became a Buddha land, when he becomes a Buddha, then the people later on who practice these similar Dharma doors will have a chance to be born there as well themselves. Okay, wisdom is a Bodhisattva's Pure Land. After the Bodhisattva realizes Buddhahood, living beings with proper samadhi are born in his land. Okay, we lost some of your Chinese readings. Okay, so here we have on slide 747, we have some reminder of the teachings, very fundamental teaching from Great Master YongHua. He says, concentration, he explains that concentration is our score of keeping precepts. As we keep precepts, as time passes, we have concentration power. Concentration power is Samadhi Sanskrit. Proper concentration or proper feeling, proper not feeling, proper reception, proper feeling. So proper concentration different from previous concentration, and proper feeling is different from previous feeling. Okay, so what Master Shinwa is talking about is very fundamental Buddhist knowledge. That is, when you want to increase the concentration, it's basically the measure of how moral a person you are. Okay, so the gooder you are, the more moral you are, the better you are at keeping precepts or rules of morality, then the stronger your samadhi. There's nothing special about it. It's very, very that simple in Buddhism. Buddhism is a practice of precept, samadhi, and wisdom. So in order to gain concentration, you need to maintain your basis of morality. When you are moral as a person, your concentration is naturally stronger than a person who's not as moral as you are. Okay, and from concentration, then your wisdom naturally unfolds itself without you having to do anything whatsoever. How does it happen? It happens because of, like this morning or like right now, we learning about wisdom. We're learning about literary wisdom. Literary wisdom meaning that you hear the principles of your Buddha wisdom that you already own, and you forgot. As we transmigrate, we evolve and we reincarnation. Okay, every time we're born, we start from zero again. We forget what happened in the prior lives. So therefore, when we listen and we learn about the principle here, learn about Buddhist teachings, it kind of reactivates, kind of refresh our memories, if you will, of who we really are, what our treasure really is like. And so this is what's called literary wisdom, okay? Because you need to hear. You must hear. You didn't hear. In contrast, for example, if you read up on other improper knowledge, improper wisdom, or deviant wisdom, you will. What's deviant wisdom? Wisdom, it says, it's okay to kill. You got good things come from killing. Okay, that's not proper wisdom, but that's improper wisdom or deviant wisdom. And so that's what happened to a lot of people. They learn about improper wisdom so that when they practice concentration, this improper wisdom becomes stronger. Okay, whereas us, we learn about the proper wisdom. Then when we practice meditation, as you reach a certain level of meditation, certain level of concentration, this naturally opens up the door to the corresponding level of wisdom, of proper wisdom, or improper wisdom, if you will. That's how it works inside of us. And that's a very poorly kept secret from Buddhism. Okay, and this is why it's important for you, when you have children, to give them the proper influence, talk to them the proper principles. That's why that's called literary wisdom. Okay, so that later, when they're able to increase the concentration level, okay, the wisdom will manifest itself. Is that clear? So this is why this is a process in Buddhism where you need three different aspects of your well-being, if you will. Number one is your morality. Be a good person. Be a gooder person. That's rule number one. Number two, learn about concentration, practice concentration, rehearse concentration, hone your concentration. It's very much like your muscle. You work out, your muscle become stronger and bigger and healthier. You stop working out, your muscle atrophies, okay, and becomes smaller and shrinks. But you maintain it, it swells and becomes healthy and strong, right? And that's concentration. The practice of samadhi is that, okay? And wisdom is the natural inclination to do the proper things, the right things. That's a relationship between the three cornerstones of your well-being: morality, concentration, and wisdom. What's the point in having muscles when you use your muscles wrong? For example, I used to take martial arts. You learn to break bricks. Acha! Okay? Or you use your fist in Taekwondo. Any Korean person here? Taekwondo. She doesn't recognize her own martial arts. Taekwondo. Third time, still doesn't work. Taekwondo. Taekwondo. Okay, I stand corrected. Okay, you learn to break the brick, break the wood. Okay, well, that's brute force. That is samadhi right there. But if you don't know how to use your strength properly, then you will abuse it, and that's bad for you. But if you use your strength properly, then great things happen to you. All right? All right. So he says here on slide 748, in wisdom, in general, there are 5 types of wisdom. Wisdom from worldly knowledge, that is non-Buddhist teachings, and that's worldly, what we call ordinary wisdom. That is, there's still wisdom there, but it's not very profound. It's not sound, if you will. It's off and on. It's not quite 100% good yet. And then you have the other 4 wisdom, depending on the 4 types of teachings: Agama teaching of Hinayana, or the Vibhulia teaching, or Prajna teaching, or the perfect teaching. All right. So they're depending on the depth of your teaching, of the principles you learn, the wisdom develops accordingly. So have no fear. The wisdom you're learning right now here at our temples is the biggest, the deepest part of wisdom. It's called perfect wisdom, if you're curious. Okay? All right. Now what are the 4 types of wisdom? The 4 types of wisdom correspond to the 4 teachings, clarifying the 8 types of wisdom within the 4 types of the path, of the way. Okay, and now it talks about 8 types of wisdom, and namely the 4 foundations of mindfulness, with the wisdom faculty, wisdom power, discrimination or investigation, factor of enlightenment, and the proper view. That makes 8. And he says here, when you become a Buddha, these 5 types of proper concentration lead sentient being to be reborn in his country. Meaning even non-Buddhist wisdom, which is a little bit lower level, but as long as they're proper, they're good people, they mean well, they still can be reborn in a Buddhist land. All right? And furthermore, for your reference, we looked up some references for you. What is a faculty of wisdom? Faculty of wisdom is when, in the Agama teachings here, it says here, when a bhikshu truly understands the noble truth of suffering, truly understands the noble truth of the origin of suffering, or accumulation, truly understands the noble truth of the cessation of suffering, and truly understand the noble truth of the path leading to the cessation of suffering. That's a faculty of wisdom. What it's talking about? Your ability, your innate, our innate ability to understand the utmost truth, the primary truth. Okay? This is built in, baked in already. We all came, all of us, young or old, okay, we all came with this faculty of wisdom that enables us to understand the Four Noble Truths. Four Noble Truths is a fundamental truth about Buddhism, okay? The truth of suffering. Life is suffering. Like it or not, we are all suffering. Okay. Number two, suffering. Then second truth is accumulation. This suffering here is, it adds up, it piles up. Okay. It many layers. It's called accumulation. It keeps on accruing. It gets worse and worse and worse. Okay. That's called accumulation. This is the truth of our existence. Like it or not, our suffering only increases. It does not decrease. As you get older, you have more suffering. When you're younger, you suffer less. As you know more, learn more, you get older, you suffer more. Okay? Number three, the extinction. You learn about suffering, how it increases. It can go away. It can be extinguished. That's the great news. And this is the fundamental nature of Buddhist teaching. We tell you the facts, not to make you depressed, not to make you become desperate, but to tell you that there is a way to put an end to it. You don't need to accept it. Ordinary people don't know better. They think suffering is a fact of life, so they don't complain, they endure. Okay? Just have to live with it. We Buddhists say suffering is not acceptable. We don't need to put up with this. There's a way to end it. That's called extinction. Put an end to all suffering. What do happen when you put an end to all suffering? You have zero suffering. What is zero suffering? We have to think. Huh? Happy? Happy? It's called America. USA! Nirvana. America is nirvana. Thank you, Master. Okay, when you have no more suffering, it's called nirvana, and it's called America. If you call it colloquially known as America, okay, because we pursue happiness, and therefore in America, this is where you will find happiness. Okay, so extinction is the absence of all suffering. And that's America. Okay, and number four, promises. This is what American would say. This is the Four Noble Truths is invented for Americans. Let me tell you. Okay, now we teach you Americans about the truth of happiness. Then America would say, how do I get it? How much do I have to pay? Where do I sign up? You sign up with Way Mountain Temple. Okay, the way is called the way. You come and learn how to get to nirvana, how to put an end to all your suffering. It's called the way. Okay, that's the path. Of the way or the path. Okay, so this is what the four fundamental cornerstones of wisdom. This is suffering. this is accumulation, suffering increases. Okay, it does not decrease, by the way. The nature of life is your suffering increases. It's not supposed to decrease. Anyone ever experienced decrease in suffering? Yeah, you got it. Okay. You're not supposed to raise your hand. Okay. So our suffering increases called accumulation. Number 3 is that if you have bad news, the great news is that you can put an end to all suffering. All of them, bar none. And the way to do it is cultivate the path and the 4 noble truths. And you understand that. It's called the ability, your ability to understand that is called your faculty of wisdom, meaning you have it already. It's nothing new. You already have it. Next, what's the power of wisdom? Okay, and this is from a Shastra translated by great master Xuan Zhang. Okay, and he says, what is the power of wisdom? It's to truly understand that this is noble truth of suffering, this is noble truth of origination, this is noble truth of cessation, noble truth of the path leading to the cessation of suffering. Power. You have the wisdom ability, the wisdom root, if you will, the faculty of wisdom, okay? You can understand, okay? The power is that you really understand it, okay? Any question about that? You're able to, and you have the power that arises from understanding, having this wisdom. What does it look like, the power of wisdom? What is it? Why is it called power? Because by means of such a power, rely on such power, abiding in such a power, all fetters, all latent tendencies, all afflictions can be cut off, destroyed, and overcome. So powers is when you use this wisdom, it's able to cut off, destroy, and overcome all fetters, meaning the things that are enslave you. All tendencies, meaning your built-in habit energies. Afflictive bonds, your habitual afflictions. For many of us, for example, you are depressed, you habitually have depression. Okay, that's called the bonds of depression. This is to tell you that if you have depression, your wisdom, your spiritual practice can help you destroy those bonds from the power of your wisdom. In other words, to put it bluntly, when you practice meditation, you are able to develop concentration. You're currently at this level. You're able to destroy from the power of your wisdom. Okay, you level concentration. You have this corresponding level wisdom, which through its power enables you to eliminate a certain level of your wisdom. A certain level of your depression. When your skills improve, your concentration increases, then your wisdom also increases, and its power enables you to eradicate more, to break more of your depression. That's what happens to all of us. Okay, that's why you observe that most of you who have depression You don't need to take medication. You simply meditate. You meditate and you develop your concentration, and that enables you to become less and less depressed. There's no magic behind it. It just has worked all these years. Yes, in the back there's a question. 2.
Hello, Master. So the power of wisdom is referencing to our samadhi level of attainance.
Yeah, it's connected.
And a side question?
It's a good question. Can I elaborate it for you?
Thank you.
Okay. Give you an example. You're currently at this level, right? Okay. At this level of concentration, you have this corresponding level of wisdom. So far, so good. Okay. This level of wisdom enables you to say, wait a minute, I don't need to be this depressed. Okay? So, by using the power of wisdom, which is connected to the power of samadhi here. Samadhi is power. Okay? Wisdom here, the power of wisdom is actually connected to the power of your concentration. So you said, I don't need to be this depressed. I refuse to be this way. So at this current level, you can break through a certain level of your depression. So far, so good. If you increase your level of concentration, okay, then your wisdom is also increases. It says, so far at this level, I'm able to break through a lot of things that make me depressed. I see more things I don't like that will make me depressed. So I break through at this current level, high level wisdom, I see more things that make me depressed, that tend to make me depressed. And through the power of my concentration, I'm able to break these bonds. That's the power of wisdom. So power of wisdom is a combination of your power of samadhi and your level of wisdom enables you to recognize this is not desirable. I will destroy you. That's what happens to you, each and every one of us. It's no magic. This is what we do naturally. When our samadhi level increases, our wisdom increases, and we begin to recognize, wait a minute, why should I let this person make me depressed? Every time she's unhappy, she yells at me and makes me depressed. I said, this is nonsense. So therefore, the wisdom is important for you to recognize this is not good for me. Whereas a person lower level here says, oh, I love her. I'm supposed to endure her. So you won't think at this low level, you don't think of breaking through because your wisdom is not enough. You don't recognize at this level it's not good for you. Am I making sense to you? It happens naturally inside all of us. We will begin to recognize what's good for us and what's not good for us. That's called wisdom. Without wisdom, we think that we have no choices. And that's what happens to ordinary people. They don't cultivate concentration. They don't cultivate wisdom. That's why when they're in trouble, when they're depressed, what do? Don't know what to do with it. Even if they want to do something about it, they have no power, okay, to do anything about it. You tell them, you should, you're depressed. You should get up and go exercise, go jog. And the person says, no, I'm too tired. I don't feel like it. But whereas if you have wisdom, person, it sounds reasonable. Let me try it. Okay? That's the power of wisdom right there. you're able to break through the fog in your mind. Yes, second question?
Yes, Master. So, in order for us to maintain or to use that level of wisdom, there's maintenance needed, right? In other words, if I'm at the current level of samadhi, if I don't accumulate enough blessing to maintain this level, I could go backward, reverse.
Yeah. Remember the example of working out? You work out and you build up these beautiful biceps here, okay, that you can wear. It's getting hot now and you can wear sleeveless shirt. You don't do that? You're the most boring people. You go, this is when it gets hot, you go to the beach. And okay, and you show your biceps. Okay. Imagine you have these beautiful biceps, and what's the requirement, G.I. Joe? Yeah, you need to maintain them, right? You need to work out like Arnold.
Work out,
yeah, Arnold. Every day, 1 hour. Don't you know? I follow Arnold. My generation, we love Arnold. Schwarzenegger. Okay? He does this every day for like 50 years now. Because if you don't work out, you don't continue to work out, your muscle, your bicep becomes, they shrink. Then you can't wear these things anymore. Doesn't look good. You get the point? So that's why meditation is the same thing. You want to do it every day. You do Arnold thing? Did you do the Arnold thing, G.I. Joe? Like this, and then this. And then you go, it builds biceps very fast. Never mind. These people don't understand. It's okay. Does it help? Yeah, you need to do that when you're the woodfish. Yeah, it takes this, yeah. All right. Did I answer your question, ma'am? Okay, very good. What's the difference between Hui Gen and Hui Li? What is the difference between wisdom faculty and wisdom power? Okay. They're very detailed. The Chinese ancient wisdom, they leave nothing to chances. So we can't go wrong learning from them. The faculty of wisdom refers to all kinds of wisdom that arise by the power of being able to fully understand what others have realized. Point here is that it's nothing new. Others have realized already. Meaning the bodhisattvas, the Buddhas, the bodhisattvas, millions of them, trillions of them, have realized it already. It's nothing new. And we have the same makeup as they do. Okay, so we have the same faculty of wisdom. And the power of wisdom refers to the wisdom that by the power of being able to fully understand the decisions in one's own successive realization is unyielding based on the principle of the Dharma. So wisdom, the power of wisdom here is that once you understand, no one can talk you out of it. Okay? Meaning it becomes you. Okay? All right? So you cannot be moved. Okay? That's why it's called power. What's the next thing to talk about? Next, one of the 8 wisdom, the discrimination or investigation factor enlightenment. Okay? These are important principles, folks. This refers to the wisdom that you all have. This is yours. Malcolm, are you paying attention? Or are you too painful? Malcolm, I don't think he heard a single thing the last half hour or so. Okay, so what is the factor of enlightenment? Meaning that when you want to open your wisdom, okay, there's one of the 37 factors of enlightenment is the discrimination factor of enlightenment, the ability to investigate and discern all phenomena based on reflection, based on detachment, based on cessation, for the purpose of restraining and overcoming, fighting and debating. Here's what it's talking about. You know, you understand this, right? Or you want me to translate for you? I'll give you a minute to think about it. This is when I go. Yeah? You get this? It's part of your wisdom. Your wisdom is your ability, okay, to investigate and discern all phenomena, meaning whatever you can see, hear, perceive, your ability to discern. You can tell difference between black and white, red and blue, and so forth. That's discerning, okay? Not only discerning, but investigate, meaning you dissect it, you dig deeper, okay? So this is your innate ability to differentiate and investigate. You all are able to do that. Even young people are able to do that naturally, okay? And what it's based on, you investigate and discern based on reflection, thinking, okay? This is how you're able to discern and investigate by thinking, okay? Thinking about it, let me think about it, that's what we say all the time. Detachment is to let go, okay? And cessation. Letting go, when you let go, very important thing when you learn to let go is that you stop suffering. When you stop your suffering, this is when your head clears up. Very important point, folks. As long as you have a itsy bitsy bit of suffering, your head is not clear. No? Give you an example. Can someone give an example of something that is suffering that makes you, that clouds your judgment? Give an example. 3.
Intoxication.
Intoxication. You call intoxication suffering? Next. 2.
Hello. I have a lot of allergy, so when it attacks me, then I feel sneezing, irritating, and I can think, and I couldn't deal with anything.
That's a lot of suffering.
Can I come to temple also?
No, you should move to Texas. There's no vegetation there. It's all dry. No trees, no flowers, nothing. No more sneezing. Yes, Evan.
Dạ con thưa Thầy là bị giật tiền là khổ nhất, với lại bệnh là khổ.
He says being scammed out of money is a Vietnamese thing, you know. Okay? Anyone else? Master Ji, go ahead. What is your suffering?
Hunger, Master.
Hunger. Sounds so bad. I want the rest of the world to know we feed our people. Okay? he just doesn't eat much. Anyone else? Yes, 8.
Say you get into an argument with someone and then that distracts you and you can't concentrate, and that's suffering.
Who is that?
Last time I got into an argument with someone,
Who is that?
my dad, and then that I took that around with me, I suffer.
Okay, yeah. Not bad. Okay, you're getting close to what I want. Okay. Anyone else? Yes, the young lady there. Give her something to speak with.
Dạ con chào thầy. Con xin nói, không biết có đúng không, đó là con khổ với chính bản thân con.
She hates herself. That works. That works. Yes, 9.
Eating too much and do not dare to do something.
You eat too much and then what happens? You
Too
feel
full.
sleepy?
Yeah, too full, very full. And
I see. That is a lot of suffering. Okay. Can I try this on you? How about love? What is it with you? Huh? What is it with you? You disagree? It will happen to love. Okay? Yeah. When you love, it's a lot of suffering, no? Yeah. The man said, no. Yeah, 7.
Con nhớ hồi lúc mà còn trẻ á thầy, cái quen với ông xã con á, lúc mà bồ bịch nhau á, xong rồi cái mình sợ người khác, giống như là người khác giật mất chồng, giật mất người yêu của mình.
Giật bồ.
Lúc đó mình cứ suy nghĩ hoài, mình nhớ cái người đó hoài, mình khổ lắm. Dạ.
This woman is so romantic.
Hello, Master. I remember when I was young, I was dating with my husband right now, and I'm afraid others would snatch him away from me. So I'm just keep thinking about that, and I feel really suffering.
Okay, but what do we do when we are that way?
But not right now thầy. Giờ thì con sợ nhất là ông xã con không cho con đi chùa. Không phải là không cho, mà giống như là ví dụ như khi mà đi chùa mà ảnh khó chịu á, thì con rất là khổ, rất phiền não. Yeah.
Don't translate this. This is not good for the temple.
Không, nhưng mà thời gian sau này con đi chùa nhiều, bây giờ anh rất là vui vẻ rồi. Anh không có gì.
Translate.
Okay, no.
But Master, nowadays, right now, at this time, when I go to the temple, I'm afraid of him a lot. It's like when he's feel uncomfortable, then I feel really afflicted, suffering from that. But nowadays, he become very happy when I go to the temple.
Okay, go for us.
Go for it, we cannot hear you.
Yeah, power it up.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Dạ thưa thầy, khổ gì stuck in marriage ạ?
She speak English, Master.
It's half and half.
Hello, Master. Suffering because I'm stuck in marriage.
No comment. Okay, moving on. You see, we're able to discern what's good for us and what's not good for us. Okay, and that as you increase, you see it clearer and clearer. That's the ability of discernment that we're able to have. Okay, so as you improve, you can see clearer what's not good for you. Because low level, we cannot see it. Okay? So we carry so much excess baggage because we don't realize it's no good for us. All right? What is a proper view? It refers to a noble disciple who, when contemplating suffering, is indeed suffering. Accumulation is indeed accumulation. Cessation is indeed cessation. The path is indeed the path. Or when reflecting on past actions or aware and mindful of activities, seeing dangers in all activities, seeing nirvana of stopping and cessation. Or when, without attachment, contemplating goodness mind leading the liberation at that time, whatever there is of discerning, investigating, closely examining, scrutinizing Dharma, perceiving, accurately perceiving, contemplating, clearly comprehending, this is a proper view. Got it? Complicated. Proper view is that the view that is consistent with the law of cause and effect. Okay? Meaning what? Proper view is that you see something, you do, and if it's a good thing to do, then you get good results. It's a bad thing to do, you will get bad results. You don't say, if I kill someone, I'll get good results. That's not possible. That's improper view or deviant view. So your analysis, your view, is consistent with cause and effect, which is good cause brings good benefit. Bad causes bring bad consequences. All right? That's proper view. It's that simple. Good, you want to plan good causes and avoid deviant or evil causes. All right? That's simple. Next, 756. The four limitless minds are the Bodhisattva's Pure Land.
无量心是菩萨净土。
After the Bodhisattva realizes Buddhahood, living beings who have perfected kindness, compassion, joy, and renunciation are born in his land.
菩萨成佛时，成就慈悲喜舍众生来生其国。
Okay. The next practice for the Bodhisattva is called the four limitless minds. Okay. Unlimited minds. When the Bodhisattva practices that, that's how he creates his Buddha land. Okay, you see, creating a Buddha land is such a wonderful thing you're doing. Okay, and that it takes this much work. It takes so many aspects for it to come about. Okay, so it's hard work, folks. Okay, so what are the four limitless minds? They are kindness, compassion, joy, and renunciation. Why are they called limitless minds? This is referring to you. The Bodhisattva, when he practices the four limitless minds here, when they become perfected, meaning when the minds become, the kindness becomes perfected, meaning the kindness becomes limitless. For example, you're kind to all beings. You don't simply kind to your own kind. You're kind to Jewish people only. You're not kind to Arabs. Okay, that's not limitless kindness. Is that clear? The next one is compassion. You have compassion for all living beings. You don't just say that I have compassion for humans, I have no compassion for animals because they're lower in the ladder, in a hierarchy. Therefore, I don't need to have compassion for them. That is discrimination. Therefore, your compassion still has limits. All right? Joy. Joy, see, is really what it is. Joy. This is interesting when you think about it. You think that, when the typical Asian Buddhist practitioner, they think they're taught that you're supposed to suffer, they're supposed to make sacrifices and so forth. They don't realize that that's only the starting point. To get to the ultimate wisdom, you have to practice joy. It's so interesting when you think about it. You start first by letting go, by making sacrifices, because when doing that, you develop this certain type of discovery you didn't have before. Meaning that by detaching, by giving things away, that's renunciation here, it brings about joy. So you have these two pairs here, joy and compassion, and kindness and compassion, and joy and renunciation. When you renounce things, when you practice renunciation, you give up more, give away more and more, the more joy you have. And conversely speaking, the more joy you have, now you're able to give up more, right? You say, I have enough now, okay? I'm happy enough now. Now you can have it. Take my wife, that kind of thing. No? Okay? So that's what happens. So they work in pairs. Kindness and compassion, joy and renunciation. Yes, sir.
Master, what's the Buddhist definition of joy?
I should have looked up the definition, Buddhist definition of joy. Si. What's Chinese si come from? Si here is hoan si. Okay? Hoan hỷ in Vietnamese. Okay? So the joy, the same kind of joy you have from drinking, excuse me, I forget, this is Buddhist class. Okay, si is you do things that you enjoy. The joy arises from doing things that you like. You like video editing, don't you? That's joy. Because it's not just a fact of doing it, but the creative part of it is that, wow, this is cool, So the common joy, so part of limitless mind here is that when you practice the way, those joy becomes bigger and bigger. And that's a misconception that most people who practice Buddhism, especially Hinayana background people, they think that It's about giving up and not allow yourself to be distracted by joy. But actually, in Buddhism, we practice joy. Why? Why? It's so fundamental, folks. Why must we practice joy? What does practicing joy mean to you? Okay? For example, yes? One?
We can reduce repression. Master.
Reduce depression? Speaking from experience. Can't argue with that. Anyone else? Very good. Fundamental. If you have depression, you can do something about it by giving yourself little joys. Is that fundamental? Yes, I agree. Anything else? Why must we practice joy? Yes, 6.
Part of it, is it contagious, and so we spread it to others when we experience it?
It's like contagion.
A good contagion.
So in Buddhism, we practice Buddhism by contagion. Anyone else? Why must we practice joy? Yes, 8.
Yes, Master. Then we can fulfill ourselves and help others to feel the joy.
Exactly. You're so self-centered. You only think of contagion. It's not the same, excuse me. Your English needs work. Fundamentally, you want to make people happy, don't you? Innately, we want to make people happy, right? We like it. When we give something to a kid, the kid says, "Oh, thank you." It makes you happy, doesn't it? Yeah? When the kids are happy, it's very clear. You give something to the kids, say, "Oh, thank you, thank you." They're so happy. You're thinking, "Oh, I'm so happy." Okay? It makes you feel good. Right? And that's what people can understand. What people fail to remember is that the giving of joy is not necessarily with this, but with the joy from inside of you. You cannot give joy unless you have joy in your heart. Imagine you're depressed. You have no joy right here, right? You know, life sucks. Okay? And you have a kid there and say, "Hey kid, here." You think he's going to enjoy it? No! Is that what you tried to tell me?
I'm trying to tell you nothing, Master.
Yeah, thank you. Is that what you tried to tell me, the young lady in the back? Yeah. Exactly. You cannot give something unless you have it. It's so fundamental. You want to think about it, Chung?
I have another question. Is it possible for joy to be unwholesome. Like, for example, there are many people who enjoy doing bad things.
I wouldn't know about it. Why do you ask me? Are you doing this on purpose? I refuse to answer that. Okay? 8.
So a couple of YouTubes comment from is Diego. It says, Emitofuo, Master, to not get what you want is a lot of suffering. And then Din Tai asks, Master, what if when we renounce something and it makes us sad?
Then don't renounce it. Take it back. Oops, I'm sorry. Can I have it back? Because it doesn't make me happy at all. Okay. I don't know. It's a good question. What if you give something and you're sad? Like, for example, you give away your wife. And, oops, now I'm going to miss her terribly. Huh? Can you take her back? Too late. So what if you give away something, you renounce it, and make you so sad? How can you have joy at all? This Din Tai here, these Australians. Is it Din Tai? Is he in Chicago or Australia? I don't remember where they are. There's so many of them. Huh? Texas? He's in Texas there? These Texas people, they're not normal. When you give, you're supposed to enjoy it. It's impossible not to have joy when you renounce. Can you help me out? These Texans, when they give something, oh, excuse you, ma'am, can I have it back? I changed my mind. Huh? How do you answer these Texans? Yes, too.
Master, with an additional question, I would like, because I do know some people like that. You give like $20 and then you feel like, so sad, it's killing me. So with those kind of mindset, what is the corresponding karma? Like, do they get rich in the future for that? Or how does it work? What do they get back?
What they get is depression.
But this person doesn't have depression like me.
And that's a good question. This Din Tai here is a good question. I give something, I feel so sad now. What do I do? And where is the joy? The answer is, listen, folks. Buddhism cannot help stupid people. If you're so stupid, you give away that's something you want so much that you feel bad after, is your stupidity. You deserve it. You deserve to suffer. Close question, matter closed. You agree? How the heck do you answer? I give away, now I feel so sad. I have no idea. When I give away, I'm always so happier. Yes, JC. Yeah, take my husband. There you go.
기쁨이 나누는 것에서도 오지만 집착을 여의어서 자유를 얻을 수 있다고 하셨는데 거기서 오는 기쁨에도 해당이 되지 않을까 싶습니다.
Master, you said joy comes from sharing. How about renouncing? And then you said attain freedom. Maybe the joy is coming from that?
The joy coming from freedom. I buy that. But Din Tai doesn't buy. He says, I give away, I feel so sad. What are they going to do? Huh? To this Texan guy. He says, "What? After I give away, I say, oops, I'm sorry. I made a mistake. I feel so sad now. Can I have it back?" What to do in this case? Yes, 9. Yes, some from personal experience here.
Master, it happens to me all the time.
How did I know that? Only weirdos. I mean, these people, they're not normal.
So I had to learn to let go. So then when you give away, you see the affliction. And then you have to work on it until it goes away. And then you give again and you see that attachment. And continue to work on that affliction of letting go.
In some cases, hopeless, Yeah, I it sounds good. Yeah. There should be a rule for such people. Din Tai and XS, 1 question per year. Okay, we still haven't resolved. We give away and you feel so sad. We don't feel any joy at all. What to do? Yes, 9.
텍사스맨이 원하지 않는 것은 주지 않습니다.
What you want, you don't give that.
What you want, you don't give that. I think we are the same wavelength. We simply tell them, to people like that her and Din Tai, I'm sorry, Buddhism cannot help you. Go away. It's too much. You're too much. It is no Buddhist principle that can help you. Yes, JC.
어릴 땐 되게 인색했는데 제 언니가 뭘 가지고 있는 거를 쉽게 줬었거든요. 그래서 뭔가 공짜로 많이 받는 경험을 하면 주는 것이 좀 더 편해지는 것 같습니다.
So when I was younger, I was able to receive a lot from my older sister because maybe I wanted so much. And then when you continue to receive more things without any attachment from someone, like for example my sister, the giving becomes easier.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It takes time. It took some time, huh? Okay. Anyone else? I'm still trying to help these anomalies. What can you do for these people? Yes, 9.
The joy comes once you let go.
And joy comes when you let go. But you're so depressed. How can joy possibly come? He just said, Din Tai just said, I give it away. I feel so sad and become depressed. How can you possibly have joy anymore?
You're depressed even if you don't give it, you just don't see it. So now that you give it, it's more visible.
I like this. It says, actually, it's not sadness. Actually, it's joy, she says. Trust me, it's actually joy.
I didn't say that.
It's okay, it's okay. Slow down. Cooperate, that's all. What can you do? When we give away, I feel so sad. Don't be caught in these generalities, Okay? If they say, I give away, and become so sad, you say, what do you give away that made you so sad? Because generalities, you cannot address it. So that's why, I give an example. I give away my wife. I become so sad. Yeah? The women are cautious. Yeah. You guys are not cooperating. Okay, I give away my wife. I become so sad. True. However, then my girlfriend came and she's so happy. You see, you have to get specifics. Don't be caught by generalities. With that, or you stick with generalities. Does it help? This is how you answer these questions. Don't let the Texans mislead you. Okay? When they give away, when you give something away, you open yourself to new joys. Trust me. And you close it, trust me. Yes, 9.
I feel if you give away something that you don't need, it's not really giving. Or that you don't want, it's not really giving. But if you give something that means a lot to you and you give it.
I give away my wife. It means a lot to me. But because of that, I have a new wife. Get specifics, okay? Don't let Din Tai confuse you. Nice try, Din Tai. Okay. Okay, so the 4 unlimited minds, okay? Okay, so remember these 4 things. Pairs, kindness, compassion, easy for you to remember. We talked a lot about that. Joy, renunciation is fascinating because when you give away, it does bring joy to you. Okay, and then the more joy you experience, you can give away a lot easier. So the pair is kind of fascinating in Buddhism. It's just that people are so scared to give away. That's why they don't experience a new kind of joy. Okay, you're laughing, but I'm telling you, you give away your wife, you got a girlfriend, that's a new kind of joy. Okay, now we all agree. Din Tai, are you happy? Okay, so nurture great compassion for 5th kind. Okay, and the 4 kinds are regular people. They practice the 4 limitless mind. The Buddhism, we have much more details, methodologies to practice the 4 unlimited minds, because to unleash the infinite powers in your heart. It's kind of interesting here. The reason I kept it here 760, because it gives you some clues as to different types of teachings. Okay, for you in particular, if you're curious. Okay, remember we talked about the Agama or Hinayana teaching, the connective teaching, which is between Hinayana and Mahayana. Okay, the Praja teaching is when you become a Bodhisattva, between Arhat and Bodhisattva. Okay, there's connective teaching, and really very little explanation about that, and this is kind of tells you. Okay, so Agama teaching is about production and cessation. Okay, meaning whatever produced can be extinguished. So if you give rise to suffering, you can put an end to it. That's very comforting. From the Buddha says, don't worry, you're suffering now. I'll teach you how to stop your suffering, including forever. That's Agama. It gives you hope. Chung, are you paying attention? There you go. Okay? If you're suffering, okay, Buddha says, I will teach you how to end it forever, if you wish. And that's the strength of the Agama teaching or Hinayana teaching. You see people suffering, you tell them, you're suffering right now, right? If you're interested, I'll teach you how to do it. And the Agama teaching is based on that. Okay? That's the strength of Hinayana. Okay, he says, I'm suffering. I need to end of this. I say, I have a way. What about connective? Connective is about unproduced Dharma conditions. Agama is that if you have suffering, that is production. Okay? And therefore, you can cut it off. Very simple principle. Whatever is born must die. It's such a powerful concept. Don't despair. If you're suffering, it means there's a birth, production of suffering, okay? We can kill it. We can kill the suffering. It's a powerful message. A message of hope. It's not a, I promise you, it's going to be okay. No. Listen to me. I teach you how to put an end to all suffering forever, if you wish. I can help you mitigate your suffering and eventually put an end to all sufferings. Very, very powerful. Production and extinction. Production of suffering, it can be extinguished. There's hope, folks. It's a message of hope, very positive message for humanity. Don't despair. There's an end. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. There's a way if you're interested. Okay? That's a very powerful thing you have. If you see people suffering, you said, don't despair. Okay? I know you're suffering. Yeah, I feel for you. But be patient. There's a way to get out of here. That's Agama. Connective is that unproduced Dharma conditions, meaning it's way before production. Okay? If you understand production, extinction, then you will understand unproduced. Okay? And that's the emphasis of connective. When you understand unproduced, then you go into the realm treasury consciousness, or positive condition, numerous understand. Now we're talking about limitless, infinite. Okay. Anyway, I get excited because I find it interesting. But for you, looking at your reaction, let's move on. It's so interesting to me. Okay. Interesting why the teaching were done that way. I talk to you about one, the rest, let's skip it. Okay? It's cool, let me tell you. Buddha's wisdom is incredible. It's so beautiful. Okay? And so that's why we practice the 4 limitless minds, kindness, compassion, joy, and renunciation. You'll be reborn to the Pure Land. Any questions about this? And that's the end for today's lecture. Thank you, everyone. Have a good afternoon.